It doesn't matter that Megyn Kelly doesn't like Pam Bondi. Both women are tools of white Christian patriarchy. Megyn and Pam are not only operating from that same playbook, they are on the same chapter. Now, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I'm Rev Karla. I'm a former Christian and a minister to the unchurched. I help people deconstruct, heal from Christian patriarchy, and reclaim their spirituality after leaving religion. And I'm also the author of my first book called Deconstructing. This is a very important conversation for the deconstructing Christian, because what both Megyn and Pam displayed are tools of white Christian patriarchy. So for Megyn, in her interview with Piers Morgan, and Bondi in her testimony, they both become unhinged in order to protect that patriarchy, regardless of how it makes them look. The system taught them that the most important thing is that they protect that structure. It's more important than celebrating diversity or even responding to harm. With Megyn, her outrage during that Piers Morgan interview does not match the offense, and we're seeing this play out across the country as people react to the Bad Bunny performance. But Megyn's performative outrage is a dog whistle to raise the alarm that every white English-speaking U.S. citizen should be outraged. She equates Bad Bunny's performance with the erasure of white people. Everything about her rage is to remind people to not only not celebrate any kind of diversity, that diversity is seen as invasive and a danger. Now contrast that with the image of Pam Bondi with her head down while survivors of Jeffrey Epstein stood behind her. That image is symbolically devastating, except for people like Pam who believe that empathy is a sin. So she's keeping her head down in a manner that dismissed them and also symbolizes that you're turning away from that structural abuse. And for deconstructing Christians, this will look familiar. It's the same kind of posturing that church leaders will often take towards survivors or any type of person who will speak up and speak out against leadership, because leadership always focuses on reputation management. So what does that mean? Well, white Christian patriarchy survives by protecting white Christian men in power first. Nothing else matters. So as this accountability creeps closer to the abusers, and what we're seeing play out in real time across the United States, aggression becomes a defensive reflex. So go back and watch that Megyn Kelly interview and the Pam Bondi hearing under that context, and you'll see the commonality in their behavior. And there is no more effective defender of white Christian patriarchy than the white Christian woman, because our indoctrination teaches us that carrying water for the patriarchy is an act of godliness. What they are banking on is that women indoctrinated into that love their privilege, and she is going to protect her proximity to power because she benefits so much from it. So she is a danger to everyone, including her own family, including her children. Nothing that Megyn and Pam are doing is accidental. It is absolutely intentional. This uptick in rhetoric that you are seeing is proportional to the pressure that the white Christian man is feeling right now. So the closer that scrutiny gets to the power, the louder this deflection is going to get. So continue to watch it. You're going to see this type of behavior increase because it is integral to a strategy that seeks to control the narrative and all positions of power. This is the signal it sends. Megyn's insults were cruel, and Pam Bondi's words, they were insidious. Both women are attempting to influence the public about who matters and who does not. And this is a pivotal moment of clarity. Now, for those of you who are deconstructing, you need to remember this. When women in power mirror the same dismissive posture historically used by men, it reveals that patriarchy is not sustained by men alone. It is sustained by anyone who has been conditioned to equate their privilege with the preservation of that dominance hierarchical structure. And in this case, the person at the helm is the white Christian man. So keep watching for this because it's going to escalate. And if you're in a relationship with or related to a woman who doubles down in defense of white Christian patriarchy, and you can safely do so, call it out, especially if she is attacking a marginalized person or harming anyone with her words. At the very least, there are children who may be listening, and they need to know that women who carry water for the patriarchy, they are not safe. If you're deconstructing and healing from Christian patriarchy, join me over on Substack.